Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen of the press. A meeting of the National Security Council, the fourth for the year of 2020, has just been concluded, and the meeting was presided by the President. Of course, in attendance, there was the Vice President and members of the security as well as intelligence community. The meeting basically dwelt on one subject matter, and that is the current security situation that has come about as a result of the NSA's protests. Now, this situation, of course, we all know is a very, very grave situation, giving a lot of concern to everyone, but most especially to Mr. President. Mr. President has directed that government should do whatever is necessary in order to bring about an agreeable resolution to this crisis. So far, the government has been able to concede to the demands of the protesters. The initial demands have been conceded, and it appears now that the riots are taking a different dimension, an unwanted dimension. And Mr. President is very, very concerned about this development and does not want a situation in which everything breaks down and results in anarchy, in lawlessness, and people taking the law into their own hands. For one thing, if government can begin to make concessions, then it also is logical for the protesters, for those that are aggrieved also, to take a step back, take stock of their activities, and come to a meeting point with government and its agencies. It is not Mr. President's desire to see any unwanted loss of lives, and he is determined to ensure that things do not cascade into an unpleasant situation. Therefore, he has directed all the security agencies to operate within the confines of legitimacy, within the confines of legality, not to do anything that will aggravate this situation. The President himself, I've just left his office, is also going to deal with these issues in a separate manner apart from what has just taken place in council. And I believe in the next couple of hours, Mr. President will come up with certain solutions that will be agreeable to the entire federation. Again, I have spoken with my colleagues in security to also understand that these situations also require non-kinetic effort, which we're also working on to appease the people who are aggrieved. And there's no need to take this thing further, but it is extremely important for the youth to understand that if the atmosphere is not conducive for dialogue and for understanding, we can't have any peaceful resolution. The security agencies have been asked to apply as much restraint as possible, but then again, the youth should also understand that sometimes pushing their luck might also result in unwanted issues. So it is very, very important for everyone to take stock of what has already happened and not give a dark impression of this country to the international community. And Mr. President is going to look at each issue on its own merit before coming up with a solution as the Chief Security Officer of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. It is not for me, it is not for any other person. That is what I mean. The government is looking into that also, into the incident that happened about 48 hours ago. You know, we can't deal or act on conjectures, suppositions, and so on and so forth. We need to verify things first. But the government is not oblivious of the fact that certain things had happened, and there's also a possibility that actual facts could be distorted by either party. So the government is going to look at that before coming up with something. But definitely the government is not treating this issue lightly. Thank you very much.